Can you state your name and tell me what's one of your favorite things to do and to learn about?
My name is Carolyn, and I love to cook, and I love learning about cooking.
When did your love for cooking start and who influenced your love for cooking?
Well, actually, my love for cooking started as an adult because as a child I would cook, but it wasn't a love. It became a passion once I became older, and my uncle is the one who influenced me to cook.
What dish did they make that you loved that you had to learn how to make yourself?
The dish my family is known for is macaroni and cheese. They specialize in it, but I could not make macaroni and cheese no matter what. So it was one of my quests to learn how to make it. Now I make one of the best macaroni and cheese dishes in the family.
What was the first thing you remember cooking by yourself and who you cook it? Who did you cook it for and do you think they liked it?
The first dish I ever remember cooking was some baked chicken, cabbage, and sweet potatoes that was in the kitchen, and I was about 10 years old. I made the meal for my family. When I made the meal, I messed my mama's cabbage up. I made it terrible. I put it in a pot of water and just boiled it. And later on that evening, my grandmother went back to the store and got a head of cabbage and showed me the right way to make it. So I've never made it wrong again. But I think they pretty much liked the meal outside of the cabbage.
Was cooking something that came easy to you growing up?
Cooking was always easy to me because it seems as if you just take some ingredients and try them out. Either it's going to work or it's not. So cooking has always been something just simple. Because if you take simple ingredients and put it together and cook it well, it's always going to taste great.
Do you still cook for your family?
I cook for my family all the time, every day just about.
Are there certain times or holiday? When I ask you the question, you got to state the question and the answer.
I ain't say that one.
No, the first two you didn't, but it's cool. But just remember that, not because it's like people gotta know, because they're not gonna hear me asking you, so they gotta know what you're talking about. All right. Are there certain times or holidays that you really love to cook on, and why?
When it comes to holidays, I love to cook on Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter. It doesn't matter. I love all the holidays. And I love to cook on holidays because of the camaraderie that it brings within the family. So I really like to cook on Christmas and Thanksgiving, Easter, 4th of July, it doesn't matter as long as it's a holiday and family comes close.
What are some of your fondest memories of Thanksgiving?
One of my fondest memories of Thanksgiving um, is when we all went to my uncle's house, which was different from you normally going to my mom's or my house. He had us all give thanks, and it was a bunch of us. He had everybody give thanks before we could actually eat dinner. I actually enjoyed that. I thought it was nice.
Do you love cooking for your family on holidays?
I love to cook for my family on holidays, especially because they seem like they enjoy the food. It's more of a pleasure for me to watch them eat my food and know that it tastes good, and they're just not saying that it tastes good.
It's been said by your family that you're the best cook they know. What do you say to that?
Well, throughout my family, I've heard that I'm the best cook, but I laugh at that because I know that the older women in the family are great cooks, and all of them are awesome. My mom and my grandmother, all of them are great cooks. I think what I've done is just added a few new techniques that the younger crowd likes a little more than what the older crowd does.
What's on the menu for this Thanksgiving, and are you going to have a house full?
This Thanksgiving, I really don't know what I'm cooking yet. I know there'll be turkey and I know there'll be dressing because that's tradition. But other than that, I really haven't sat down and thought about it. I got another week to come up with the menu. And I hope that I have a lot of family over, but I'm not 100% sure since we live out of state. Some people are supposed to come down from Michigan, but we're not 100% sure yet. Hope that it's kids, though.
Where do you live now?
Currently, I live in Tennessee. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, though.
Do you usually get any assistance with cooking Thanksgiving dinner?
When I cook Thanksgiving dinner, I never really get assistance, considering the fact that I start days in advance so everything can be ready. I bug my daughter a lot, so sometimes she does end up helping, even though she doesn't really want to.
What meal or dessert do you often get requests for that you only cook on holidays?
The meal that my family asks me to make all the time, holidays, it doesn't matter if it's a regular day, is shrimp potatoes. These potatoes are decadent. They have cheese, butter, shrimp. They're just so full of calories. I only like to make them on holidays, but my family think that you should make them once a week. If I would make them once a week for them, they would love it.
Can you go over and show us how you prepare this dish?
Come on over. I'll show you how to make these. They're very simple.